The courtroom drama surrounding Diddy's federal trafficking case is escalating into something much darker than a typical celebrity scandal. It's rapidly becoming a high-stakes legal battle that involves disturbing testimonies, shocking revelations, and a level of personal vendetta that's impossible to ignore. The prosecution is diving deep into a web of manipulation, coercion, and abuse, with key witnesses like Gina Huynh stepping up to deliver damning evidence. This trial isn't just about allegations anymore. It's about the systematic abuse of power and the devastating effects it has had on the lives of those involved. One of the most explosive moments came when the defense acknowledged the existence of disturbing videos from Cassie's phone, but they tried to paint the situation as a matter of love, infidelity, and money. The defense's strategy seemed to be aimed at creating doubt around the legitimacy of the footage and questioning why Cassie would hold on to such explicit evidence for so long. However, the prosecution's response was swift and precise. They promised that jurors would hear testimonies from witnesses who would speak about how they were physically abused, kicked, punched, coerced into performing acts, and manipulated into silence. This wasn't just a matter of infidelity. It was about control and abuse of power that went far beyond a typical love triangle. Then came Gina Huygh's testimony, which heightened the intensity in the courtroom. It was clear that the stakes were higher than ever. Gina's detailed recollections of specific events, including the troubling freak-offs with Diddy, painted a picture of a man who used his status and power to control those around him in deeply disturbing ways. The court was shown graphic evidence, including images from those freak-off videos in which Gina vividly described what occurred, acts that were shocking, violating, and designed to humiliate. The entire courtroom felt the weight of her words, and the jury was visibly affected, with one juror even placing a hand over their chest in disbelief. The atmosphere was heavy with tension, and every new detail seemed to add more fuel to the fire. Amid this explosive testimony, Cassie Ventura, Diddy's ex, made a dramatic entrance. Strutting into the courtroom visibly pregnant, she wasn't just walking into a legal battle, she was making a statement. Cassie's testimony was nothing short of chilling. She spoke candidly about the years of manipulation and abuse she endured, painting a portrait of a man who controlled every aspect of her life, from her wardrobe to her interactions with others, while using money, influence, and fear as tools of coercion. Her accounts of violent outbursts and the infamous freak-offs were gut-wrenching, but what struck most was her raw honesty. She described how Diddy used her body as a commodity, a tool to assert his dominance, while keeping her trapped in a cycle of control. As Cassie's testimony unfolded, jurors were presented with videos from 2016, footage that had been leaked to the public and shocked the world. But insiders revealed that the videos played in court were even more disturbing, never before seen by the public eye. Cassie's emotional breakdown while recounting the traumatic events sent shockwaves through the room. The weight of the evidence was undeniable, and Diddy's defense team struggled to defend him, attempting to downplay the abuse by calling it inhumane but not criminal. But the jury wasn't buying it. The chilling footage, along with the testimonies of multiple women who allegedly went through similar experiences, made it clear this wasn't a one-off mistake. This was a pattern of abuse. The tension in the courtroom was palpable, with reporters and jurors alike on edge. The prosecution wasn't pulling punches. They were coming for Diddy's empire, and they weren't just looking for a conviction. They were out for justice. Every detail, every piece of evidence was meticulously laid out to show a man who had been exploiting his power for years. As the trial intensifies, it's hard to see how Diddy will emerge unscathed from this storm. The heat is rising, and with every new revelation, the walls are closing in. This case is no longer just about a celebrity scandal. It's about a powerful man being held accountable for his actions, and the lives he's shattered along the way. The real question now is how much further this case will go, and who else will come forward before the truth is fully revealed. Diddy's defense team is trying to twist the narrative, portraying this case not as a serious federal crime, but as a messy love story gone awry. They're framing it as nothing more than a tale of cheating, heartbreak, and financial drama, not a criminal conspiracy. To muddy the waters further, they've questioned why Cassie kept explicit videos that are now central to the case, hinting at ulterior motives on her part. But the jury doesn't seem to be buying it. Cassie's husband, Alex Fine, showed up in court to support her, but the moment the 2018 rape allegations were brought up, he was promptly asked to leave. There's speculation that he may be called as a witness, so they didn't want him exposed to too much information. The pressure in that courtroom? Palpable, to say the least. And we're only scratching the surface. Cassie is expected to stay on the stand for up to 3 days, and with each passing moment, more explosive revelations are surfacing. The energy in the courtroom is so thick, it feels suffocating. Diddy's legal team is scrambling to control the damage, but with more witnesses lining up and their testimonies stacked like a growing avalanche, things are not looking good. There are whispers that Gina Huynh, a key figure with a complex history with Diddy, could be stepping up as another star witness. And if her account aligns with Cassie's, this could be the tipping point. Gina isn't just another ex. Her connection with Diddy goes way beyond the usual celebrity flings. They first linked up in the early 2010s during one of Diddy's infamous party phases. But unlike other women who faded into the background, Gina stuck around, quietly becoming a mainstay in Diddy's world. By 2015, she was officially part of his inner circle, often seen jet-setting with him, draped in designer clothes, living a life of luxury under his watchful eye. While Diddy kept his public relationships in the open, Gina played the long game, remaining largely out of sight but well cared for in private. She didn't feel safe leaving. She knew too well the kind of power Diddy wielded. In her own words, she understood his capacity for violence and the threats he made. But now, it seems her silence is coming to an end. Gina's decision to step into the courtroom could spell disaster for everyone involved. If she chooses to spill the truth, Diddy's carefully constructed empire could come crumbling down. There's a lot at stake here, especially when it comes to Young Miami, Diddy's current love interest. The rivalry between Gina and Young Miami isn't new, but it could be about to escalate to a whole new level. When Gina posted a photo of Diddy kissing her cheek in May 2022, it lit a firestorm on social media. This was right in the midst of Diddy's single but dating phase with Miami, and the internet exploded. Miami didn't hold back, calling out Gina with a tweet that screamed, "Somebody please give this beast some attention." From there, it was an all-out war of shade between the two women on social media, with insults flying back and forth. But let's not pretend this love triangle is as straightforward as it seems. Diddy's relationships have always been complicated. He and his women were open about their unconventional arrangements. Diddy famously called it dating but single, a term that only made sense in the context of his extensive roster of women. When Gina stepped into the spotlight in 2015, it came at a time when he was still involved with Cassie, his longtime partner. Cassie, in her testimony, revealed how she and other women were fully aware of the multiple women Diddy was seeing simultaneously. It was like a bizarrely high-status version of a communal relationship, where everyone was aware of their roles in Diddy's life. The drama continued to escalate when Gina posted that now infamous picture of Diddy kissing her cheek in 2022, right when Young Miami and Diddy were still publicly together. The internet went into overdrive. Miami quickly took to Twitter to throw some sharp jabs, while Gina didn't hesitate to clap back, taking digs at Miami and making it clear she had no qualms about revealing the truth. It wasn't just playful banter, it was a full-on social media war. Then, in December 2022, news broke that Diddy had fathered another child with a different woman, and Gina didn't hold back. She posted a video mocking Miami saying, "City girls down 1,000, rubbing salt in the already painful wound." But even amidst the drama, Diddy kept all these women close. Gina, Miami, and Dana TR, who had just given birth to Diddy's child, in 2022, all remained in the picture, while Diddy lived his life like the center of a chaotic circus he had orchestrated. Gina kept posting cryptic messages, and Miami kept subtweeting, each woman more openly confronting the other. Now, as Gina prepares to testify in court, the stakes couldn't be higher. She isn't just a bitter ex seeking revenge, she's been a silent witness to the darkest parts of Diddy's world for years. Her insight into how Diddy's operations function, the names involved, and the secrets they've kept could be the final blow. If her testimony aligns with Cassie's, Diddy's legal nightmare will escalate into an irreversible disaster. With Gina stepping up, the already intense drama could reach a breaking point, and Diddy might not have the power to control the fallout anymore. The trial is far from over, and it's shaping up to be one of the most eye-opening legal spectacles in modern pop culture. The drama surrounding Diddy's case is getting more intense by the day. Word on the street is that Gina Huynh, a key figure in this saga, is sitting on a mountain of evidence, texts, photos, and a wealth of insider knowledge that could shatter everything. This isn't just about casual gossip. Gina supposedly knows the real details of what went down behind closed doors at those infamous parties. She allegedly has information about which celebrities were involved, who got paid to stay quiet, and what young Miami might have known all along about Diddy's hidden life. If Gina walks into that courtroom and starts speaking under oath, no amount of non-disclosure agreements, NDAs, or legal maneuvering will keep Diddy's secrets safe. Imagine being young Miami, tangled up in all this mess, and having to face a woman who could drop bombshells in front of a federal jury. That's not just embarrassing, it's career-threatening. Gina could expose it all: the overlapping relationships, secret deals, hush money payments, and shady backroom arrangements. If she starts naming names and painting the full picture, it could destroy not just Diddy's reputation, but Miami's too. Let's be real here. No tweet, no Instagram story, no clever caption will carry the same weight as a federal testimony. This is high stakes, and what Gina might reveal isn't just hot tea. It's like tossing gasoline onto a fire. If she takes the stand and unleashes even half of what she allegedly knows, it could bring down Diddy's empire, shake up Miami's image, and forever change the cultural landscape of hip-hop. But there's a plot twist in the air. While many suspect Gina is the mysterious Victim 3 slated to testify, recent reports suggest she might be having second thoughts. She had confirmed she would take the stand under her real name just days ago, but now total radio silence. No response to the judge, no updates. This sudden hesitation has left people guessing. Could she be backing out? The timing is definitely suspect. Whoever Victim 3 is, their decision to speak up or stay quiet could completely shift the direction of this case. The stakes are incredibly high right now, and this trial could hinge on whether or not that testimony ever sees the light of day. As we watch this unfold, the prosecution is pushing Gina as their star witness. So, the big question is, what happens next? Are we about to see the fall of one of hip-hop's most powerful moguls? Or is this just another twist in a story that's already more unpredictable than any TV drama? This saga has everything: tangled relationships, fierce rivalries, baby mama drama, and now explosive courtroom testimony that could tear the whole thing apart. This isn't just celebrity gossip. This is history in the making, and we haven't even reached the climax yet. So now, I want to hear from you. Do you think Gina is really going to be the one to bring Diddy's empire crashing down? Or is she just looking to stir the pot one last time for the spotlight? And as for young Miami, city girl through and through, do you think she's loyal to Diddy to the bitter end? Or is she secretly planning her exit while the chaos swirls around her? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'm dying to know where you stand on this whole wild situation. And hey, if you're still with me, you already know you're a real one. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss a single update. Because trust me, what's coming next is only going to get messier. We're just getting started and things are about to get even wilder. Catch you on the next one.